All the good girls you take out for dinner, but all the bad girls you take out for liquor. All the good girls, they don't pull the trigger, but all the bad girls, they pull it much quicker. It's never too late to get down and party, switching from good to bad, 'cause all the good girls you take out for dinner, but all the bad girls you take out for liquor. All the good girls, they don't pull the trigger, but all the bad girls, they pull it much quicker. It's never too late to get down and party, switching from good to bad, 'cause you're not feeling inside, oh inside your body. Let it come out with shots of Bacardi. Just let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they act like beginners. All the bad girls, they know that they're sinners. All the good girls are really good kissers. All the bad girls are really good strippers. Baby, don't slow it down, let's keep going. I think that you and I should lose clothing. I think that all good girls just need coaching. So let me show you how, let's get on it. Just let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they but the bad girls, they all the good girls, they but the bad girls, they
She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. Falling and it's worth everything I have.
I can feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life.
She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. Falling and it's worth everything I have.
Got a body and she naughty, never want her off me. Hot like wasabi, hot like some coffee. We drink like a hobby, like to get sloppy. We ain't never stopping.
I just wanna drink with this girl all day. I don't wanna think, I just want to play. Keep me underneath the sheets while we sleep all day. I just wanna feed everything I crave.
I recall the first day that I met you. How could I forget you? No, I don't regret you. Hope I don't upset you. I miss laying in bed too. Your head up on my chest, you were never second best, boo.
Sipping on some liquor, we remember all the good times. Live a little quicker, thinking bigger, wish we could climb. Look up in the mirror, seeing clear for our first time. Just a couple sinners, man, I wish I could reverse time.
Yeah, we fake it till we make it, or we break it off and hate it. Getting faded, getting naked, every time I feel impatient. And sometimes I can't escape it, I just wanna feel you shaping. Like my dreams, I can't sit back, I have to chase them.
She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Like J. Cole, it's my first time. Goddamn, man, she's so fine. She got a body and a sharp mind. Not a nine, she a straight dime.
And we're live.
Short skirt and some hot socks.
Remember, about a fist away.
What?
About a fist away.
What?
You're about
Fist away.
What?
Who are you fisting?
I know. Yo, mama.
Oh.
Ooh.
You do realize my mom watches the show, right?
She'll get a laugh. You want to punch some drywall?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get a laugh when she knocks you out. Anyway, hold on.
All right. Do yours.
I thought you were a Kyle. What was that puny little man? You got to upgrade and go. You know, get you a real monster.
I used to be so hooked on those things that I would buy them like that just to hear the sound. Well, I got so hooked on just the sound of that opening was
He
like.
gets out of the store, sits in his car, goes, "Pfft," and then he puts it in the cup holder and doesn't put a drink in the fucking thing. All right, so we are going to talk about today E3. Mainly, we're going to focus on E3 stories. I do have one story that isn't.
Damn, did you even sleep this week, or did you just write in this notebook all week?
I wrote in this notebook all week. That's why we didn't do Thursday's thing.
The last 10 pages is some scribbling and runes and shit, kind of like out of like Blair
yeah.
Witch, like, you know.
Yeah.
I've got some like Celtic ruins.
Who
drawn.
likes Blair Witch? Show of hands. Let's go to the chat room.
You do realize they can't like raise their hand, right?
They can put a thumbs
They can
up.
put a hands emoji.
Yeah, they can do that.
Oh, that's going to be on your end. That's going to be on your end because I'm looking at ours
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah. Ours is
Yeah.
looking pretty good.
Yep. it's
Wait,
gonna be
who's
here.
saying
But
what?
anyway, show of hands. Who likes Blair Witch?
Yeah, I'm running at 480p on here, and it's looking beautiful.
Nobody.
Give it a second. We got a delay.
How bad of a delay? By the way, I just jumped off. The
We
internet.
always have a
About
delay.
10 seconds.
Okay.
If that.
Anyway, while we're waiting on hands, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this story because it's the only thing that doesn't really mix in with E3. We're basically going to list the games, maybe talk about the games. Not much is going to be happening, so it's probably going to be a show.
Well, of course, the kid that grows up living in the woods doesn't like Blair Witch.
that
It
is
reminds
true.
me of home too much.
That is true.
It does remind me of home.
Zama and back on the other side, down further, down 25, those little back roads.
Yep.
I've got some stories about some crazy shit.
We
that
all
happened
have stories.
there. But this is from somebody that lived there.
Well,
You were an implant.
like a breast implant? Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, you were an implant, like a breast implant. You felt real, but you weren't.
I don't know. In a way, he was more like a birth control implant because he eventually came back out.
Oh, that was good.
And I can't say it was an improvement when he did.
So I've got some new Kyle memes.
Kudos to you on that one. That one was really good. I'll give you that one. That was really good. All right, so we're going to talk about Shenmue. Now, Shenmue was a game that came out in 91.
You talking about the whale?
I thought the same thing, but no.
Be free,
It,
Shamu.
it was a game that was released on Dreamcast, and apparently it gained a hell of a cult following. 10 years later, came out in 2001. They came out with the second game, and they pretty much just dropped it all together after that.
Yeah.
The same company that created Shenmue, which I cannot say that right. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If I am, for any followers that may be a fan of it, I apologize. I think it's Shenmue. Shenmue?
Shimue.
They were all saying Shenmue on everything I saw on it.
Chimichanga?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. So they announced on Kickstarter that they wanted to make the third and final installment of the game. If you donated such and such amount of money, you would get a Steam key. And a lot of people jumped on it, so much so that they ended up raising somewhere in the vicinity of $3 million. I can't remember if it's 2 million or 3 million, but it's somewhere in that vicinity. I'm just going to round it up to
Money.
3 and lots and lots of money that probably would actually qualify it to be a AAA game, to be honest with you.
Sweet.
That being said, what happened? Okay, don't do that.
What?
Whatever you did, cut out everything, and I couldn't hear what I was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Gotta be more delicate with these
Anyway,
wires.
they turned around and started not another Kickstarter, but another FundMe style
Uh-oh.
page. I don't remember what it was, but they did it again, and they ended up raising, again, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but I think the whole vicinity out of the 2, they ended up raising somewhere in the vicinity of $5 million. Took them about 2 years to do. Lots of fans. Apparently, there's a huge cult following for this game. And that was absolutely fine. Everybody was really excited. They get to play it on Steam. All this stuff was happening. Well, E3 was getting ready to drop, and they thought, well, this would be the perfect time to drop the ultimate bombshell. They decided that from now on, the only place you're going to be able to get it is Epic Games Store.
Boo.
Yeah.
Now, that
Okay.
being said, Epic Games Store, for those that don't know, is basically is a market that is taking on Steam currently right now, and they are pretty well known for having shady deal practices in the background of all their
I'm
games.
just saying, I've got a free download for which one was it?
So Epic
Z
Games.
Nation, and I still hadn't downloaded
Epic
it.
Games, isn't that Fortnite also?
Yeah, it's Fortnite, but
Okay.
let's put it to this way. The company can make one hell of a game, but when it comes to making deals and running this kind of a store, they ended up becoming so shady that nobody wanted to mess with them. And it pretty much turned everybody away. Now there's memes about, oh, Epic Store's coming out with such and such. Oh,
Right.
we'll never get to play it, you know.
Well, what is Shamu's game about? What is the
It's a fighting game.
Shenmue.
Shenmue is basically a fighting game. I think it's based in China, if I'm not mistaken. He's a detective kind of thing, and you know he solves everything with kung fu, basically.
Okay, so is it like
It's
is
fu-
it like a Street Fighter
not you're the
game but
villain,
with
so let me whoop
story
your ass.
cutscenes?
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of. Except it's kind of open fighting instead of the scroll fighting kind
Oh.
of scenario.
Okay.
It's more open fighting. You can actually rotate in 360 degrees
So
and
it's
fight.
so it's the equivalent of a side scroller for the SNES with a little bit of story.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
a lot of story.
A lot
And
of story.
apparently, the story is really good. I personally have never played it. Well, I take that back. I have played a little bit of it. I only got to play like the intro mission, and I ended up having to leave my friends, and I never went back and bothered to play it. But I did see somebody else do gameplay of it on YouTube, or the second game anyway, and it looked really good, and the
Thanks
storyline
for
was
dropping
really
by,
catchy.
Ron.
But anyway, so this happens, and they announce that it's only going to be on Epic Games Store. A lot of people obviously very upset with this whole scenario.
This is really distracting. You have a speck of glitter right on your face. There we go. Sorry, that was
He's been
bothering
at
me.
the club. You went to the titty bar without me.
No,
He was in the
I had a
he was in the
stripper
club.
midget. Okay.
Every time you would
How did
turn
the,
your
how
head,
did the
I
glitter
would
get
see
up
this-
there?
Anyway, but no.
Every time you would turn, I'd see a little freaking spike.
I have a little girl in the house. Where do you think it came from? Name something.
He got
That's
a-
where it came from.
he has a fairy freckle on his neck.
But anyway, so this happened, and people immediately bad mouthing the company, saying you lied to us, you promised us Steam. They said it's only exclusively there, you'll never get it on Steam. People started clamoring for wanting their money back. The company said no,
Ooh.
they are not giving you a single dime back. So they promised a Steam key, then stole it from you, took the money, which is probably in the vicinity of $60, I want to say that maybe that's most likely what most people paid to get the Steam key. A lot of people started posting memes saying the words, well, lawsuit. Quite frankly, I don't blame them. If you promise a product to be at a certain place, I don't blame Epic Games for this. I actually blame the game company.
Well, you know, these companies have got people working for them that are just trying to make the bills, and then the higher ups start doing shady practices or not holding up to their end of the deal or wanting to renegotiate.
I know, but the thing is when they promise something and they take people's money, that's fine. If you want to change companies or, change where it's going to be at. But when people are upset and they say, hey, this isn't what we agreed to, I want my money back, you don't tell them no. Okay? That's just not okay. These people spent their good, hard-earned money for something they thought they were getting at a place that they thought they were going to get it at, and you snatch that away. I'm sorry, but I just have a huge problem with that. I don't really blame Epic Games because Epic Games obviously is taking on Steam, and Steam is pretty well known. And
I do.
well,
Look, I'm just saying, I've got Ubisoft, I've got Epic, and I have, of course, Steam Launcher, all three on my computer. Now, you tell me why I click on Ubisoft, 1% more CPU usage. I click on Steam, 1% more CPU usage. I click on Epic and it jumps up to 10% usage. What are they doing with that launcher that it's eating that much power out of my computer?
I don't know, but there was rumors actually stating that they were selling off your information. I don't know how true that is. So I don't want to
Who doesn't sell your information nowadays?
right.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean,
still, it's not something you really want to hear. But that's just me. Okay. Sorry, I had a message that I had to handle. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically the only story I have that's outside of E3. The rest is all E3 related. I've spent over 10 hours, if not longer, watching videos of streams.
Yeah.
Like I spent all week watching E3. That's all.
Is there any craziness from Blizzard or
That's
Bethesda at E3?
Okay, so with Bethesda, there were a couple of games that did bring interest, but here's the problem with all of E3. This isn't just Bethesda, but Bethesda kind of seemed to be the key ones.
Mm-hmm.
All of it, there's like 25% new game footage that came out. 25% out of all of E3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind, that's an entire week. The rest is all add-ons for games we already have.
You said what percentage was new games?
25.
Probably about 25.
So probably 23% of that was all Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like everything in their lineup, I think was.
Well, I wouldn't say 23. I would honestly put it somewhere in the vicinity of 21 to 22 because there was several new games that are getting ready to launch.
Gotcha.
But to be honest with you, even some of the new trailers that came out were games we already knew were coming out.
Stuff that already been announced.
So in that take, it's kind of like it was just all E3, the entire thing. Now, James was talking about, does anybody like Blair Witch? Well, there's an actual reason for that, and we're going to go ahead and hit on that topic as it is. You just saw the trailer.
Yes.
So there is a Blair Witch video game that is coming out August 30th. It's coming out on PC and Xbox. I know for sure. Nothing else has really been said, but I'm pretty sure it'll come out on Steam and a couple other places because it kind of sounds like it's an indie company that's doing this. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
What did you think of the trailer? I mean, just all in all.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It takes place, I think, just after the first film.
Okay, does it?
I
didn't get any
it takes
information
place
about
in
the story.
I think it takes place in 1996.
Oh, yeah, I did see that on the screen, but I didn't know if it was...
Well, the person that you're one of the people that are actually searching the woods looking for the lost individuals from the first film, I believe that's how
it's Blair Witch Project 2, but it's a game.
Something like that, except it's the actual rescue party, whereas Blair Witch 2 takes place way after the search is over with.
Blair Witch 2, the movie, the Blair Witch 2, has very little to do with the Blair Witch. It was the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
It was just
something.
Blair Witch horror movie. It was like a themed horror movie. That's all it was.
It was Blair Witch 2, the Book of Shadows.
something like that.
And
Yeah.
it was almost completely unrelated to Blair
Yep.
Witch. It could have been
Except it
Toy Story 5, The Book of Shadows. It could have been any movie,
Yeah.
The Book of Shadows.
True.
I mean, all in all, it looked like a really good game. And I don't know
Yes,
if
I know. I'm missing my words cup.
this is kind of missing here, man.
You
The
have
big
last
yellow
week's cup sitting on the counter. Rinse it out and put your monster in there.
Nah, I'm good.
cup.
It would eat through it.
Probably. But I mean, that was probably one of the best indie game trailers that I saw. I didn't really bother writing down a lot of these, so most of it is in my head. Hopefully, I won't get everything wrong, but I did write down a few things. I say a few things, and it takes up the whole fucking page. So EA, the only thing that EA actually put out that was actually worth a freaking damn.
Oh, it was green for a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, did we get excited for a second?
Yeah, it was a.
Anyway, EA, the only thing that EA actually put out that was worth a freaking damn was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
We'll see.
Now, there was a lot of speculation over what this game was going to be like. A lot of people were like, are you going to get choices? And then we heard rumors of maybe, and then we heard rumors of this, that, and the other. None of them are true. Every single thing that you thought was plausible that was going to happen in this game, toss it out the fucking window. It's absolutely a waste. But I'm not going to lie, the game does look good. If you were thinking you were going to be a Sith, throw that out the window. It ain't
Aw.
happening. You can only be a Jedi.
What about a gray Jedi?
Nope.
How do you know?
Because they stated that there would be no bad acts. So there is no halfway point or anything like that. I mean, I guess you could try to like slash down a Wookiee or something if you wanted to. I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. But from what I
Baby Wookie slash.
there was a little bit of disappointment though for me personally. It kind of felt like God of War.
Okay.
It's like the God of War gameplay, the new God of War game that recently came out, number 5, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like to me, just Star Wars themed. I mean, you have a small sidekick, you bounce around, you've got these really cool kills towards the bigger enemies. I mean, that's all it was. I mean, EA really didn't go out of their way this year. Nothing worth mentioning. They did. I do want to talk about this, and this one kind of was weird. Sims 4.
Really?
You know they're always adding add-ons.
Oh yeah.
They decided to add Island Life is the new add-on that they announced
wow.
this week.
Sims is dying.
No,
Or cult classic at this point.
no. Sims is still one of those games that are pretty well played when it comes to EA games. But they're not only adding the Island Life, which by the way kind of looked kind of cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way and say it's the best thing that Sims have ever come
did
out
EA
with.
ever announce their new controller? It was like a Universal System controller,
Xbox
but it had a
their new
place for
controller.
a card swiper on it.
Uh-uh.
So when you're playing EA games, you can just flick.
I'm trying
They
not to
should
spit out my
they should
drink.
just do a deal with Steam and come out with a controller for both.
At least Steam actually does real deals. It's not fake deals.
Yeah.
Now, I did want to talk about this, and this kind of bothered me a little bit. They also have a pack that's getting ready to come out.
You forgot your keys again.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I read your message. So they are coming out with a gay community pack. Why this is a thing, and the thing that everybody is super excited about is a T-shirt. Fine,
I
whatever.
remember that.
If you're all in for that, go for it. But this is the thing that really bothered me.
That.
What?
Best Buy having The Sims 3, and then it was like a whole row of just the different expansions.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, this is an expansion pack. And the thing that they're super excited about, this whole gay expansion pack thing that they're doing, the whole Pride expansion pack or whatever it's called, unisex bathrooms. Which is really stupid because I have Sims 4. I've played Sims 4.
Yeah.
If you own one of the business packs, they already had that. It's a symbol with a man and a woman on it. Anybody can use it just as long as there isn't another sim in the room, unless, of course, you have the individual stalls.
Huh.
So they already had the unisex bathroom, but now they're selling it to you again.
Wow.
I noticed that as soon as they announced it on the pack, it crossed my mind. I was like, I thought that already existed. And then I really got to thinking about it. I'm like, they did. That was already in there. I don't understand. I think it's the business pack. You get it.
Yeah.
It's the business pack because, you know,
Wow.
you can create the small little
Yeah.
bathrooms and it just have the multi-use door.
Here we go again with more politics and personal preferences, and the way you like to have sex is like
Not relevant.
not relevant. It's a video game.
Actually, Ubisoft was one that really broke the rules this week on that.
Really?
Yeah, they kind of went all over.
Oh, Lord.
So I did watch the Ubisoft stuff. Let's go ahead and just knock this one out because the rest is just positive notes, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So, you know what? I'll start away from it and we'll just end on the bad note for you, Ubisoft. So Ubisoft has Ghost Recon Breaking Point coming out October 4th.
Sweet.
I'm actually very excited for this because the bad guy is being played by John, the guy that played Shane from Walking Dead.
Oh,
John Berthenson.
Yeah, him.
that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. He is going to be playing
That guy?
He's going to be playing Walker, I believe is his name in the game. Yeah, I know, right? It kind of made me laugh too. But you know, it looks really good. The problem is it's the same format, and even the map looks somewhat the same.
Berthenhall.
Berthenhall, that's
Berthenhall.
it. Yeah,
He's the guy also that played Punisher.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hall?
Berthenhall.
Berthenhall.
So he was born in the Hall.
Yeah. And then he had his dog with him, Bam Bam or Boom Boom or whatever that was on stage with him, which I thought was really weird. I was like, where did this dog come from and why do you need him on stage with you? But okay, maybe there's some medical reason why he has to have the dog with him. Who knows? I'm not going to judge the man until I know the full story.
Is it a dog or a little frou-frou dog?
No, like this is a lab, I think it was. And
Oh, well, it's, dog's best friend.
yeah, I
Or
know.
man's best friend.
So he came out on stage with the dog, and the dog, he just told the dog to lay down. The dog laid there and didn't move for the whole presentation. That was actually kind of cool to see. The dog did kind of jump a little bit, actually, when the crowd started cheering for the trailer. You saw the dog kind of jump, and he kind of leaned towards John a little bit. Kind of made him nervous, but who knows?
dog.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for the dog. Ubisoft's other game that actually, the only reason I'm even going to mention this is just because it is a celebration piece, and if you haven't seen any information on it, I promise you can find it, is Just Dance 10 years anniversary. So, of course, there's another Just Dance game getting ready to come out. Not a lot to it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the story that was most disappointing out of all of this. Watch Dogs Legion. So, I don't know where to begin with this. The game takes place in London in the future. This is where it got kind of weird. They showed the trailer, and the aspect behind the game is you're running a rebellion,
Right.
and you can play as any character that you see out on the street, period. Including Grandma. I'm not joking. There's a grandma with a moo that you can use to hack into Scotland Yard. Like, it's insane. It's in the trailer. It's absolutely hilarious. You can just find a character if you like them. You can scan them. And even enemies, you can even convince the enemies to join your side.
Oh, cool.
And I thought this was a really cool aspect of the game. I mean, that's a whole new way to look at the game. The entire story takes place with the characters that you decide to, well, nab up. There are 3 classes you can turn each character into. One is the assault. The other one is more like a spy. I think it's basically stealth. And then the third one is my personal favorite. It is called a hijacker or a hacker. I can't remember which one it is. But it's also the mixture of both assault and the spy, so you can be sneaky or going loud. And, of course, you add the aspect of using really cool tech. I really loved seeing Grandma getting used as a hacker because she would use the little spider drone that you get with it and crawl up a guy's face, tase him in the face. He would fall down, scan the card, and Granny took over Scotland Yard in less than 2 minutes. And I'm going, she waddles. I'm not joking. That is part of her walking
So it's
style.
actually a...
Literally, she's running around with a Desert Eagle with a freaking suppressor on it that's bigger than her hand, so she has to use 2 hands, a pig mask, and a moo and slippers, and she's just running through killing everyone. And I'm like,
Can we just touch on this for a moment.
Yeah.
A Desert Eagle,
Yeah.
huge freaking gun.
Yeah.
With a suppressor.
This is supposed to take place in the future, so I'm assuming technology is bigger, better, and
Okay.
you know.
So a gun that sounds like an anti-aircraft cannon
Yeah.
with
Well,
a suppressor is going to.
I'm gonna go ahead and
go.
I'm gonna go ahead and explain. It looked like a desert. It's the shape of a Desert Eagle, and it's got the size, so I assumed it's a Desert Eagle. But it could just be some.
I mean, for sneaking and espionage, if you need a silencer, use a 22 Magnum with a little silencer, and it goes. Psh, sound like somebody drops an ink pen on the floor.
It actually does, by the way.
Because big guns do not go psh,
Yeah.
with a suppressor.
Nonetheless, I do like the fact that if you're, like, for instance, for Scotland Yard, you can actually scan the police officer and be like, I want that cop on my team. But you think it's just a mission. No, you can tase that guy. He lives through the whole thing, kill everybody else, but leave him alive. And later on, you'll see him on the street. And you know where he's at. You can scan him and keep up with where he's going. You can find his schedule, where he goes at certain time periods. Like, let's be real. Human beings do have a routine that they usually follow, especially when it involves work. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a cool aspect. I was so excited for this game, and then they drop a bomb. This guy comes out whose name just eludes me right now, and quite frankly, I don't want to remember, so I guess that's why. But he came out and immediately said, with Brexit around the corner, basically talking about our real politics, this is what would happen if, is basically what he boiled it down to. I'm sorry, if he wouldn't have mentioned any form of politics on the stage, I would have bought it. I'd have been all over this thing. Now, if it's a Christmas present or something, yeah, sure, I'll play it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to pick this game up and give these guys my money. There is no reason at all I should have to hear about somebody else's politics that aren't even mine, by the way. I'm a U.S. citizen. Sorry for the UK people out there, but I mean, why do I have to know about this? I don't care. No offense, but I really don't care. I don't know. This just kind of seemed like a way to kind of jab people in the eye after showing you a really cool game that you thought was interesting, and now this is supposed to be fighting Brexit.
What is Brexit?
Huh?
What is Brexit?
See, I'm not sure what Brexit is, but I think it's a bill that'll pass that allows them to deport any criminals or something like that. Criminals that weren't originally from their country.
Oh,
I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. If you do know what it is, please let us know in the comments. But if I understand it correctly, that's basically what they were talking about.
right. Okay.
Do you have any information on it? Are you using Google?
Oh yeah.
Are you constipated?
A little bit. Oh, that was a joke. That was a joke. I got it.
No, he was just making the noises over there, and I'm like,
Whereas Xbox kind of stuff.
that's what it is. It's
Okay,
UK
they're the ones
exit
that want to
from the EU.
withdraw. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the ones that want to withdraw from United Kingdom from the European Union.
And
That's pretty much the sum of it.
They think it's going to end up being like a small civil war.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to have a civil war when you don't have guns.
yeah, that's well, I don't know. France has been doing good lately.
Do they have guns?
No,
Then they haven't been doing good.
but they've shut down most of the city. They've shut down Paris several times.
Because the good, decent people aren't allowed to have weapons.
No, the good, decent people are the ones that shut down the city.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I don't.
They're fighting some tax battle over in France or something like that.
Wow.
Hey, that started our civil war.
You can have our guns, but you know
You'll never take our
you'll
taxes.
never take our taxes.
I'm not a
Give me a slice of that cardboard, cheese flavored cardboard.
okay. Now Nintendo did get a good steal. I didn't write anything on
Man,
Nintendo.
you know I've got Nintendo in the bag.
Yeah, go ahead and cover Nintendo and give me a break for a second. While
Where do I start with Nintendo?
Well, why don't
Holy
you start with
Thank you,
Luigi's
sir.
Mansion
the
Luigi's
final-
Mansion 2?
3?
3?
They did have a two sucked.
Okay.
I heard 2 wasn't the
So
greatest.
we pretend 2 didn't happen.
And they're introducing
Yeah.
a new character.
kind of like we pretend
Yeah,
that Superman
Luigi's
3 never
finally
happened.
getting his own kind of little power up
Clone.
clone.
It is technically a clone. It is called
Gooigi.
Gooigi.
I thought he had Waluigi.
Waluigi is the evil side.
This is like a helper version.
Okay.
It's an assistant for the game, and the game allows you to have parties.
Yep.
That's terrible. Hold on.
Anyway, go
have
on
a
with what you
Switch.
gotta do.
You have a Switch for your smacking.
Anyway, yeah, they're adding Guigi, and you can actually play with friends, both locally with you, or you can do it online.
Yep.
I really think it's kind of a nice touch for a game. They're adding a lot of new aspects, such as the Ghost Slam or something like that, where you can suck the ghost up like halfway into the. I can't remember what the machine is called.
Puny Ghost.
No, it's like a
No, I don't remember the name of the vacuum thing.
I can't either right now. It's eluding me. But anyway, yeah, you can kind of do the Hulk thing and
His portable containment unit.
yeah, basically, yeah. But yeah, I'm actually excited for the level. Does look really good. The art style looks good. The story.
Considering the second one was kind of a, the hell did y'all do to this? Now it's like, yes,
Please tell me you saw the Bowser joke.
yes, at the very end.
No, it's at the very beginning of what I saw.
No, there's one at the very end too. Yeah, wait, you're the wrong Bowser for this.
Mm-hmm. That was at the beginning of the press conference.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
man, I've watched too much this week.
So it shows, God, who's the original owner of Nintendo? I can't think of his name because it's Japanese and anyway, it doesn't matter. He stands on stage and says, "I'd like to introduce you to Bowser," and obviously the Bowser character is wearing a tie and he looks like he's about to give a big speech.
Yeah.
And then Doug Bowser comes on screen and immediately goes, "Not you, me." And it was by
You're
far.
not the right Bowser for this.
I am.
And he actually, I like how they animate him as well. It's like,
Yeah, he kind of gives the and then he looks at the other guy, I can't think of his name, and he goes, and he looks at Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser goes, okay, you know, that kind of okay, and he tries to sum her off of the stage, and they go, no, that way, that way, and they make him turn around and go back. Definitely funny. They brought a lot of comedy into this week's E3. I was really impressed with Nintendo. But there's a game that is coming out, or two games technically, that are coming out that I'm actually excited about, and it's been a while since I've been excited for this, franchise.
Final Fantasy VII?
Nope.
No.
Pokemon.
Oh yes, Sword and Shield.
I got to see some gameplay of Sword and Shield, and I have to say,
it looks good.
I'm thoroughly impressed. I got to watch a little bit on, I think it's Treehouse. Nintendo Treehouse. I'm impressed. I mean,
honestly, you know what I also think this is?
What?
The death of the Game Boy and DS runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon has always been on the Game Boy and DSs, and now it's going to the Switch.
Well, see, Pokemon was such a long and involved game that it only made sense to have it on a portable system.
Yeah.
Because you were never going to get anywhere if you could only play it from the time you get home from school to, you know.
Oh, no, right?
The best time to play it was during the summer.
Yeah.
Honestly. In
And
all
winter.
honesty.
Weekends, nights. Birthdays, funerals, you know. What? You played it whenever you could.
Don't tell me you've actually done that.
Not during an actual funeral.
Okay. I'm pretty sure after, though.
Visitations, though, you know.
Okay. I guess that's semi-acceptable. Anyway, Sword and Shield.
Normally before and after.
I do like the fact you can play with a friend.
I know.
That was actually
That was
kind of a
kinda
cool
weird.
aspect to it.
So you link them up and you can play with them like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
you can
does it-
even battle together or against each other, I believe, as well. You can do little skirmish matches. They don't really matter. It's just more.
And without the link cable.
Yeah, that was another thing. You don't have to have the link cable.
That's
Just
Gen 1 Universal Serial Bus.
also, the Mega.
Oh yeah, the new ability.
No. It's the big matches, the really big
Yeah.
matches, and you can have 4 players all take on this one Pokemon. It's like a mega Pokemon. The demonstration I saw was with Steelix,
Yeah.
and they pulled out their own giant Pokemon. I think it was a Growlithe.
Yeah. It's like 2 or 3 turns you get to attack. Unless you're knocked out before that.
Yep.
And it's like, wow.
And it was cool at the fact that everybody gets a turn at trying to capture this one Pokemon. But don't worry if you don't, because you end up getting rare items for doing the battle anyway.
Okay. Cool.
So you and your friends all get a shot at trying to capture this Pokemon. So the first person goes. If they fail, the next person goes, and so forth down the
Yeah.
line. Or you can choose not to capture at all and try to assist your friend on capturing. I think it's a cool aspect
Right.
with a little bit of friendly rivalry in the end.
Yeah.
You got to give it to them. It's very well thought out. Another thing that I really like the aspect was the grass searches as well.
You search for grass.
Well, you know how in the old games you went through the high grass to try to find Pokemon hidden in that area?
Yeah, you weren't going through the high grass to look for the hidden little monsters.
No, how about that scene where it looked like the Machamp was chasing him?
Yeah, you can whistle now and make them chase after you. The thing is you're able to see the monsters now. It's not just let's see
here
what
it
you
is.
get. You know, it's
Yeah.
more like, okay, I see a Butterfree, I see the
need you.
Caterpie, I see the Machamp.
See, I
see...
like that. Here we go again. I'm big on retro gaming.
Yeah.
There was a top scroller game similar to The Legend of Zelda. Let me
Right.
get it a little bit closer here.
Yeah, your mic's a little far.
It was Dragon Warrior 1,
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just walked around and brrr, here comes the monster. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But in Zelda, the second Link game for NES, the original one, you could actually see the monsters moving around on
Yeah.
the screen. So I like that aspect that you can see the.
Yeah, you can definitely. Well, they
Because
do.
Pokemon is always going to be pretty much a top scroller kind of game.
Well, that's the thing. It's
This
now
is full on
This
3D.
is full on
Oh, is
3D.
it?
So now you can
Yep.
go wherever you want. You can ride around. I like the fact you can put the bike in water now.
Yeah.
That's a really cool aspect because that was always a big problem. But no, yeah, you can see the Pokemon, but there is another thing is that they do have random pop-ups just like the old games too.
Yeah.
If the Pokemon are really small and they're hidden in the grass, you can't see them that well. So every now and again, you do get a rando pop-up, but you get an exclamation point that says something is here. You can
Yeah.
go for it or not if you want, or you can just keep looking around in the grass
Yeah.
and try
So
to find.
did they pull aspects from Pokemon Go with this?
Not really, but
Okay.
It doesn't
Pokemon
look
Go
like it.
can connect
Okay.
in a way,
If I understand it right, you can pull your Pokemon from Go to this one.
or
That would
the
be
other way
great.
around.
So far, you haven't been able to put any back on Pokemon Go.
That would
Well,
be really
with
cool.
Pokemon Home, you will be.
Hmm.
They haven't launched Pokemon Home yet, but they have talked about it. I saw the press
Is it like is
conference
Pokemon
last
Home
week.
like an Alexa?
It's
There's a
more.
little Pokeball in the corner.
It's kind of connects your phone and Switch and any of the little remote things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have those. Now they have that. What is it? The Pokemon thing for Pokemon Go, the little pin thing.
Pokemon Go Plus Plus.
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah, that thing. It's the one that helps you sleep. That also connects to Pokemon Home. It's really interesting because you can all meet them in one spot. You can take the one from Go. You can take the one from Sword and Shield. Yada yada yada, and all meet up. And as well as I think if some of
Got
the
an
older
interesting
games you
question.
can actually connect as well.
You know, sometimes they're bad about throwing out a third one when they do games.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Pokemon Gun or Spear.
Or armor.
Well, normally
Well,
sword,
sword and shield.
and spear.
And then
Are
you'd
the
have
three
then you'd
things.
have gun and ballistics vest.
That'll be the next series. That's next next few years. No, this is something that I never really questioned until like yesterday.
No.
Why do they put out two Pokemon games that are essentially the same game?
Okay, actually, I know the history behind this one.
Please explain because I'm very
Okay.
lost on this.
Back in the day, the way they do it is they would have it to where certain Pokemon were only on each one, and they still do this even today. Is like Red would have this, these 20, Blue would have these 20. You could trade across, but they would not appear in the other one.
Okay.
So you had to have a friend, a brother, a cousin,
Or another system.
or another system yourself and trade between to get all of them.
So it's a marketing scheme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A brilliant marketing stand, because then you get red, your friend gets blue, your
See, me and my brother
Stupid
would
half-cousin
always get
gets
the opposite
yellow.
of
He
me.
could get-
Yeah, so it was.
or like what was it, Ruby and Sapphire.
I never got to play that one.
Okay, tell me about this. If you had Ruby and Sapphire,
Uh-huh.
and then you had Red and Black, could you previous version say
Yeah.
Red and Blue?
Yep.
Then you got Ruby and Sapphire. Could you trade?
You could
from,
trade the Gen 1 backwards, but you couldn't drain the Gen 2 backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could take what I had from Gen 1 and send to Gen 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least they got that, and you're not just completely.
Well,
rogue.
Yeah.
that was something
Any
that
of the
Pokemon
original
was very picky about.
150 own,
Yeah.
the later, I think, 2 or 3 generations you could trade back.
They actually announced this week that they finally hit 800.
Yep.
800 different Pokemon.
Yep.
They finally announced they finally hit 800. I don't know if that's something you want to, because let's be honest. Do you really remember? I know you remember the originals. Everybody had that drilled in their head, especially PokeRap.
Yep.
I mean, everybody learned all of the Pokemon. But Gen 2, I half-assed learned them. I really did. I didn't go crazy with it.
I mean, there's not any single person that because that's taking up all his storage space.
Well,
I don't need to remember how to tie my shoe. Here, let's put this Pokemon
right shoe goes where the shoe went.
where shoe tying ability goes.
I don't know. When you think of how much random shit you remember throughout your life,
Yeah.
and you're just like, click, oh yeah,
Like
I remember this.
how you tested me last week after the show ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went, "Hey Kyle, how does?" And I don't even remember what the question was, and I rattled off the answer, and I went, "How did you know that I knew that?" He said, "Because you know random shit." I was like, "Yeah, I guess okay, that does make sense." Anything useful? Nah, I'll never remember all that shit.
How many stories have you got? 'Cause that was something I wanted to just kind of shoehorn in here.
Well,
'cause I thought
shoehorn
was-
it in because I mean,
I thought it was funny.
mostly we're
Yeah,
going to be
'cause we
focusing on E3.
Well,
and
this
talking
isn't really
about-
game or nerd or anything related, but it is funny as crap. And
Uh-oh.
It does
yeah.
have to do with pop culture.
yeah, it does. It does have to do with pop culture.
Right, as long as it stays
It's,
within that bounds, we're staying within the rights of our show.
It's Florida Man.
Florida man.
Florida
The
Man.
memes are live. Oh, before you start that,
Okay.
I had a moment not too long back. Excuse me. Not too long back, I was driving down the interstate. I think I dropped off Rico at work,
Yeah.
and I was coming back home. I think Sky was working on something for school, so I had to drop off Rico. I was on my way back, and just before we got to the Walmart, I noticed a car next to me or in front of me was Florida, so I pulled over into the other lane and sped past him because I didn't want to be anywhere near Florida Man. And I realized that I did that way too late. I'm not biased versus anybody, but I see a Florida license plate and I want to leave the area.
What did I miss?
Because of
one's
the
really-
Florida Man memes.
This
man.
one's really funny. And I've been on kind of a donut kick here lately. So
I love Donut.
donut.
By the way, shout out to Donut Operator.
Donut operator.
And he also started a charity thing, didn't
Yeah.
he? It was like a
But-
skateboard shop.
yeah, it is.
A 5-0 skateboard shop.
Yeah.
Go check him out. He's awesome. Anyway.
But yeah. Florida man threatens to kill man with kindness. Uses machete named Kindness.
Okay, that I've seen. But
This happened today or yesterday.
That's been out for like weeks.
This one,
now.
this one came out today.
No,
Yeah,
like
this
that,
one came out today. I'm
that
looking at
meme
the
has
date.
been
I
around for
saw
like
that.
a year.
I actually saw that yesterday on Funny.
This one's on CBS Miami.
They must have gone back and redone
January
the case.
14th, 2019.
They pulled his routine of finding something old.
They did. They found
They
something
may have.
old.
Because I remember seeing that exact.
Well, we're talking
same
about
on
Florida man
yesterday's
here. I mean, he's there's
It was a Florida man.
there's some classics that you got to repeat.
I will say it is worth repeating. Anyway, go ahead.
But that's basically where did it go? Jesus, load.
No.
Florida man is in jail. Santa Rosa County Sheriff Office is that's him. Looks like he took a boot to the head.
He did.
Well,
He
you
had
can't
to
see it
have.
on the screen.
A boot to the head.
Look like Mel. Cops go hard sometimes. So 1 boot, 10 boots, whatever.
well, it
as
was
long as the
like-
threat is eliminated.
Well, I mean, some people they get mad at cops for being too aggressive. You
You
do-
got to be aggressive.
Yeah, because you're going in there not knowing the outcome. You don't know if this person is armed. I don't know how many videos I've seen with shootout videos where cops thought the guy was normal and absolutely innocent, and the next thing you know,
Uh-oh.
oh please no.
What
Okay,
did
we're
you
back.
just do?
Nothing. I
He
hit
pushed a button.
I hit a hotkey on my screen.
And that's our show apparently. No, I don't know how many videos I've seen where cops thought it was a normal.
It actually did change it temporarily. Woo.
Cops
Bad,
would think
Jamie,
that
bad.
it's just a normal everyday pullover. Their
Yeah.
tail lights out, something stupid. They go up to the
And you
window.
get two crazy half-naked midget strippers and back with machine guns.
But this guy, Brian Stewart of Milton, Florida, allegedly cut a man with a machete moments after he was heard threatening to kill someone with kindness, according to the Pensacola News Journal. Some neighbors went to Stewart's home to complain about loud noises, and Stewart came out of the house with the weapon, said investigators. The victim suffered a half-inch cut on his hand. Stewart, age 30, was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without the intent to kill an aggravated battery.
But he said he was going to kill. I'm pretty sure all of it is a meth understanding.
It's just a meth understanding.
Yeah,
That's all. it is.
misunderstood.
Here's one. I'm waiting for the day this headline comes across the screen.
Please.
Florida man throws Florida man off Florida bridge in front of Florida police officers in Florida.
I'm pretty sure that's happened. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back
That's
to E3.
that's almost as bad as one of my firearms named Baby. What happened? Baby killed him.
or the thing when you had dirty mags under the couch.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh shit, we're glitchy right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Please forgive us.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I keep seeing kids.
Looks good on here.
Oh, it's my
outside.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. We're back up.
Hey.
Tell your kids to quit breaking the wire.
So let's talk about a game that I'm uber excited about that some people are mad about, but you know, we're just going to ignore that half of the whole thing because I'm really excited for it. Cyberpunk 2077 is done by Project City Red. I am uber excited about this. It's going to be on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And wait, when did it come out? Yeah, April 16th, 2020.
Isn't Keanu Reeves doing the motion capture?
Keanu Reeves came out at the Xbox convention, and there are memes already being passed around where people said, "You're breathtaking," or "You're amazing."
You're awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome. And he goes, "No, you're awesome." And people wigged out having Keanu on screen. He was by far very lovable.
Or was it breathtaking?
It's breathtaking.
Yeah,
it is breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking.
I
It
mean,
was like, wow.
I absolutely love the way he interacted with the audience. It makes you respect Keanu that much more. It really does. Now, a lot of people are really upset with Project City Red. But you know what? When you have something like that and Keanu is involved, screw those guys. I mean, this is by far one of the coolest games I think I've seen. And by the way, I just want to point out that this is the first game I've ever seen where they actually set up a goal for you to finish the game without killing a single soul.
Wow.
Seriously.
Kill him with kindness?
You can't kill them with kindness. Apparently, you can do every single mission a little bit different. You can go in with non-lethal weapons and clear the room, or you can go in full-on assault, lethal. You can do it spy, or you can go in, hack your way through, and the final one is go in, do the mission, and kill no one. Sneak around the whole thing.
Oh.
I'll be right back. I gotta check on something real quick.
Yeah, go check on that something. That something.
You know what, though?
What?
Well, I think my kids are thinking Daddy's stupid and won't know that they're leeching off the internet.
Go outside and be like, "What are you doing?" Just loud as you can.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying.
Yep. You got to think back to Kevin Smith talking up about Keanu Reeves.
Really?
And then all you got to do is think about the stupid fucking Walrus movie.
I have that saved on my Netflix. I still haven't watched it. Because Yoga Hosers is a continuance of it.
Watch it. I can't describe it. Watch it.
Okay. I saw the trailer for it and I was just left dumbfounded. Going,
Anyone that is a Kevin Smith fan is going to rethink their fandom for a minute.
Oh God, no!
If you're a Keanu Reeves fan, you're going to rethink your fandom for a
I
minute.
didn't know Keanu Reeves was in
Is
it.
Keanu Reeves? No. He ain't used Keanu Reeves in that one. He got
I was wondering why you were bringing
Johnny
up...
Depp. My bad.
I don't think it was Johnny Depp either.
Yeah. It was Depp. Because Depp actually said in the interview he liked doing the stupid B-roll movies.
I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't think that was Johnny
It's
Depp.
brief.
Oh, so he's just got like a small appearance.
Big character, short appearance.
Okay.
You'd have to see.
So it's like what, like a 5-minute pop-up thing, or?
I don't know. They moved the whole filming thing to watch more. Were the leeches leeching?
Well, it was, hang on, get back on there.
Yeah, get over here and explain.
Yeah, let us know if the little leeches were leeching.
It's just what I suspected whenever I saw our stream health dropping. They thought, well, Daddy don't know we're on the internet. I told him,
Saw it.
I have a little meter. It goes from red to green and yellow.
It's like kids, we do actually know when you're messing around with things.
Yep.
By the way. All right.
And it's a friend of ours, kids, my kids, one or two of my kids, and they're all on the internet and playing PlayStation. And they can't do anything on PlayStation unless it's online play.
oh my god,
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
these kids.
Speaking
today.
of online play in E3,
oh,
did you notice that they were trying to save Fallout 76?
okay. First off, I want to go ahead and talk about that. Todd Howard came out. I will give props to Todd. Golf clap, because he actually came out and admitted. He said, "I hear that you guys are super excited, or you've been excited this year about Fallout 76," and everybody cheered and whatever. And he said, "I'm surprised you're still here." And I was like, "Oh my god, he's actually acknowledging this." He's came out and said that we launched Fallout 76 and we got well-deserved criticism. Like, he admitted
Yeah.
that it was a piece of shit. I mean, kudos to Todd Howard, because one of the first things that you'll learn in any form of business world, never admit you're wrong. And yet he came out with balls, admitted they were wrong, and they're trying to fix the situation.
Well, you notice it looks like they're going two different directions with it.
Yeah.
One, they're adding the big MMO aspect.
Yep.
With that, I guess it's a DLC.
I think it's a free DLC, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I could be wrong.
Well, they originally said all the DLC would come with it. So,
Yeah.
and maybe they figured out after their
Aren't they
Dude.
adding human NPCs?
yes, they are finally adding people back in the game.
That's actually really cool.
Cool.
So
A lot of the stuff they nuked
yeah.
and nerfed out, they're putting back in. That's why I said it's like they're going two different directions. They're adding more stories and bringing human NPCs back, stories back to it, stuff like that. The stuff we wanted originally. And on the other hand, it's like they're branching off this other way. Same game, but okay, here's you story guys like me, you. It's like, here's your big story. For y'all that want to get in and kill each other, here's going to be a big multiplayer arena. Go wild.
I have to talk about that, by the way. I am thoroughly disappointed that they even bothered putting that in. It is just another battle royal. That is all it is. We're sick of battle royals. Please stop putting them in
I
every
like
damn.
battle royals.
Well, here's the thing, though. They also copied Fortnite.
Okay.
You go out and find materials, and you can build buildings while it's going on.
Fortnite copied a lot of other shit.
Well,
PUBG.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just it
Find shit, kill shit, blow shit up, build more shit.
yeah, basically that's what it is. Most people are pretty sick of the battle royal things being in every single fighter game. I mean, it's,
Well, my way of guessing, what they're going to do is they're going to have it as an area you can go to do this in. And with that, I'm fine. It means you're keeping your craziness off to the side.
I
'Cause
will give Fallout 76 this. They actually finished what they originally said they were going to do. There is a story aspect, whereas Fortnite didn't do that.
yeah.
They said that there was going to be a multiplayer where you could kill people with the battle royal aspect, and then there was the story side where you could work with your friends
That
and build a
never happened.
community, and it never happened.
Yeah.
That upset me because I was thoroughly excited for Fortnite, mainly for the story aspect.
Okay, I did not catch all of Bethesda's. Did they say anything about the one we're waiting on, though?
It depends which one.
Which one do you think most people are waiting on with Bethesda?
Doom Eternal.
Go to hell. Not that one.
By the way, that was actually a thing on there at E3. They literally came out, started talking about Doom Eternal, and one of the guys literally looked at the audience and see you guys in hell. And it was like, oh my God, did he seriously just say that to all the fans? And then the Doom trailer come up, and I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. That's
I'd
funny.
like to play Doom. I like to play Doom. Again.
You know, honestly, I was thoroughly excited for the first Doom game, and when it came out, I was even more excited because they actually showed love for the original.
Bad. I've already seen memes for that.
Really?
Like, wife comes in mad at you, tells you to go to hell. Okay. And then the player sit down with Doom. It's
Playing
like,
Doom Eternal.
wow.
I'm thoroughly excited for Doom Eternal. I have to give them props.
Did
on
I
that.
miss it, or did they not really say much about Elder Scrolls 6?
They didn't. They skimmed. Todd Howard skimmed over it for like one sentence.
So I missed that one somehow.
No, you didn't miss it. He didn't talk about it.
Ah.
He said we're still working on Elder Scrolls 6. but here's an Elder Scrolls game we can talk about. And then it just kind of cuts over to Blades, which is a mobile game that nobody wanted in the first fucking place.
Actually, I played on mine.
Well, they're adding it on Twitch. And I'll give it that. I kind of like the aspect that they're throwing into. Not bad. Not bad. Not the greatest Elder Scrolls game, I guess.
Yeah.
Or how about the little joke they threw out
Which one?
about Elder Scrolls Blade coming to the Switch? It's going to be Switch Blades.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, really? Honestly, I think I'm going to like it better there anyway because I'll actually have controls.
Well, they added that Blade is going to be moved over to Switch. They also stated that Elder Scrolls Online, the new add-on that's for it. I mean, it just wasn't much from Bethesda. And Blizzard, I knew they weren't going to announce anything. They always announce it at BlizzardCon. They have their own time period dedicated just to Blizzard stuff. So I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
they'll talk about
anything.
their stuff in what, a week or two?
Probably. So we'll hear everything then, and then we can make fun of them. Dying Light 2 has been announced. It's going to be a spring 2020. I'm actually excited over that one. Borderlands 3. I'm trying to think. Minecraft Dungeons is coming out spring
Yes.
2020.
Actually,
I'm actually kind of excited.
that
over
looks pretty good.
It does. It looks very interesting. It's very dungeon crawler.
It's like Diablo-ish.
Yeah. Very Diablo. And if I'm not mistaken, you can play with your friends up to 4 friends or 3 friends. Excuse me.
3 or 4.
See, the Outer Worlds. I saw this and I immediately thought of you.
Which one?
The Outer Worlds. It is a game that really makes me think of Fallout in space. Yeah. You build up a community. It's a wasteland.
Who's making it?
Don't make me lie.
I remember something about that.
Yeah, the trailer looked really good, and I went, Alex would be all over this, like a fat man on cake.
Used to be.
But I mean, there just wasn't a lot that happened at
It's
E3.
bad for you, he says, as he chugs a monster.
Yep.
sugar.
Psychonauts 2 is actually
all the other
coming to
stuff that killed me.
Xbox.
Wait, what is?
Psychonauts 2. I know there's a
Yes.
Psychonaut following out there.
And PC and
Ah.
PlayStation.
I only heard of Xbox because Xbox actually bought out the company that makes Psychonauts.
They said they were going to release it on all main systems.
They
one-
may, but
They said on every system they promised it for, it would be released, and it was
Well-
the 3 bigs.
Check this out. This comes from the chat room. Nintendo is going to be announcing Switch Mini and Pro in a few weeks.
Oh, we've missed the main story from
Oh,
freaking
crap.
Nintendo.
I thought there wasn't no mess. I'm sorry for not noticing the chat because look, it was stuck like right here,
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
it
like
wasn't
and then
Scrolling?
it
It
I
wasn't
touched
scrolling.
it. I touched it, and it boom. Wow, I'm sorry. I thought nobody was messaging, and it was just
yeah.
dead.
I forgot to mention this
I'm
when we
sorry.
were talking about the Nintendo segment.
Yeah.
So Nintendo actually.
So that means
I
they're
mean,
within a year or so, 2 years from releasing a new Nintendo. If they're coming out with a Mini and a Pro.
probably.
No, I got a feeling the Switch is going to be a 5 to 7 year console, easy.
And that's fine, honestly.
Now,
for a
yeah, I
console.
figure they're going to do the Switch and the Pro. I can't wait to see the Pro because of some of the rumors behind it.
Really.
Dude, there are rumors upon rumors for the Pro.
I know that the PlayStation 5 rumors came out.
Everything from being able to straight hook it up to your PC for saving streams to
Ooh.
being
That's
able
cool.
to use Twitch to live stream off of it.
You can do that with PlayStation.
Bigger
but okay.
screen, more power. Yeah. Because
Sweet.
keep in mind, the Switch as it stands right now, you cannot live stream off of it unless you get a capture card with a computer.
Oh, that sucks. That
Well, I mean, you can
sucks.
get a decent capture
That's why
device
there's
for like
not.
$80.
That's why there's not more people doing Switch
stream.
streaming, Switch game streaming online.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, we talked about Nintendo and we left the main story out of it.
Which one?
The very last trailer that they announced that was actually being developed as we currently
Breath
speak.
of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild sequel has been fully announced. The trailer looked amazing. Now, it was only a
wanna
little
say,
tidbit. That was it.
looked more like a prequel
It did.
because it showed the castle. It showed him and her together. Because keep in mind, she went spirit or whatever when Ganon was caught. And I don't know why my mic's being picky with where I am today, but oh well.
It mine has been too.
I don't know. Poor board.
I love how our audio technician is the guy that goes, I think it's working now.
Hey, you know, when it wants to be finicky, you got to show it who's the boss.
It punches you back.
It's liable to. Watch out for your ears.
No.
But everything it looks like to me is like it's leading up to the original.
You know, we didn't do the intro. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but we really didn't.
Yeah.
I apologize. By the way, we're JAK. There you go. We've done it. I'm Kyle. He's Alex. This is James.
Hi.
You know, an hour late.
Yeah, we're like an hour behind. I apologize for that. Moving on. Breath of the Wild.
But yeah. Have you noticed the big thing people are talking about it though? Not that it looks dark, not that it looks creepy, not that it looks like a prequel. You know the one thing I keep seeing about it?
What?
What was that?
Zelda with short hair, yay!
Really?
That is the one thing I keep seeing blown up on Twitter.
Who cares?
I'm like, I don't care if her hair is bob cut or if it's touching her ankles. She's still Zelda.
She could be tripping over it like Rapunzel. I don't
Yeah,
care.
that was like one of my first childhood crush characters because, you know, I'm a nerd.
You got to go for the elf girl.
Yeah, why not?
Tommy Martin, shout out to Tommy, by the way. Happy birthday, Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh,
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday, Tommy.
Yeah, he actually contacted me and said, it's my birthday. I said, well, happy birthday, bro. And he's like, did you see the trailer? And I was like, what trailer? He goes, Breath of the Wild sequel. And I was like,
And y'all two have never even played Breath of the Wild.
actually, he has.
I'm sorry, you two
Oh,
have.
no,
me
I
and him.
haven't.
Dude, Breath of the Wild is fucking epic.
I heard it's really fucking good for a Zelda game.
For a Zelda game.
Let's see. Let me see if I can catch that rib.
No, the thing is I haven't had a love
Here's one,
rib
for...
here's one from Tommy on his birthday.
No. The thing is that Zelda games for me are touch and go. The first two games that were ever released, really good, great storyline, loved it. Afterwards, it started kind of going downhill. Then the 64 version came out.
No, Link to the Past was epic.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Ocarina of Time. I never got to play Past, but I wanted to play Past.
Link to the Past was my first one that I actually played, and I loved it.
Really?
And that's one that I will still go back through and play. I will play
Majora's
the modded
Mask,
version.
excuse me, is the one I wanted to play, and I never got to play.
No, that one's hard as
I heard it was decent. And then the rest of the games that came out were too cartoony for me. It just didn't interest me in any way, shape, or form. I was
really
pretty much lost. What?
Oh, I actually had to. I don't know why my thing is not auto scrolling like normal, so I'm having to.
What's chat saying? Pull up chat, please.
Wall Street
It's
Journal.
all just one guy.
Oh well, then he's not important.
I'll give
Wall
it.
Street Journal confirmed the other two models are in production.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
See, I want to know the details behind them. You know.
Well, I'm sure that they're not going to fully announce all that kind of stuff. 'Cause-
Now, actually, as far as timing goes, 8-Bit Dough, I think it was.
8BitO, I love their controllers.
I think they're the ones that just announced a new set of Switch controllers,
Sweet.
like replacement controllers for like $40.
Awesome. I've got the
They're bigger.
I've
and
got the
they're
SNES style.
comfy.
I've got the SNES style 8BitO controllers. I
Really?
love them.
Is that the one that you had that we were
For my
looking at
retro
Friday?
pie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's them.
Well, last Saturday, or
Sunday.
Sunday, last Sunday. Yeah, we were looking at that controller is actually comfortable.
It's pretty cool. And it's great for retro gaming, and it's got all the buttons, so
Yeah.
you can emulate some of the newer systems.
So shout out to them. I mean that their controllers thus far that I've messed with, I'm down. But you were talking about the Switch controllers. They're bigger.
The replacement, the hand grips themselves that click on the sides, you know, little
Yeah.
bitty scrawny things.
Yeah.
Some of my size, it's like,
I was going to say they're big man
don't
friendly.
drop it. They're a lot more big band friendly.
I like that.
Including good old fashioned turbo modes.
Really?
Yeah, and he's up there looking for it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
But yes, I was thoroughly impressed. I think it was 8-Bit Dough. Maybe it wasn't 8-Bit Dough
Is
that
that
did them.
there's the Switch or
I mean, the ones that I have will work with a Switch. They're just a Bluetooth controller.
yeah.
It may not be 8-Bit Dough. Who did those? Because I don't think I remembered to
Let's
send
see.
the link.
Look at that. That's the Famicom version.
That's kind of cool. We're seeing stuff that the audience can't see.
And there's the SNES version.
But anyway, the thing is with Switch, they've got some hellacious hype this year. I mean, every single game that they come out with thus far has been really captivating for me.
Is that it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's the actual Switch handles.
Okay, there's Switch handles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Joy-Cons.
whatever they're called.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything about them, but I'm seeing a lot of really nice Switch
Controllers that could
controllers.
connect to them.
Oh yes. They make a GameCube controller.
Yes.
Trying to think.
I'm sorry.
So Square Enix was also there this year.
Oh,
Let's go ahead and talk about this shit.
what did they do now?
Final Fantasy VII Remake was finally announced to come out March 3rd, 2020.
Okay.
It'll be an exclusive PS4 game. I'm actually thoroughly excited for this one. Now, there was a couple of aspects that were good and a couple of aspects that were bad. First off, the good. The character design,
Yeah.
spot on. I mean, dead spot on. I mean, I was very impressed with it.
Hori.
Hori.
What did you
Hori.
call me?
That's the company that's making them,
Okay.
which is even better than 8-Bit Dough. Hori makes...
Hori is just about as bad as having your game company named STD.
Yes, but Hori is known for making like the most badass of badass control grips.
I'd love for Hori
Like,
and
look it up
STD
real
to make
quick.
some peripherals.
HORI, grip controller,
Okay.
and type in Nintendo Switch, and then tell me they don't look badass. Go down.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me get a screen
Oh,
grab.
wow.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
get a screen grab and I'll share that.
Please, so that way the audience can actually see this picture, because
Nope,
that's
that's a weak file. I can't do that.
Do you hear drums? That is Jamie tapping on his keyboard.
I'm sorry. I don't have any way to have my keyboard. I need to make a little riser.
like a little stand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go to images.
I am.
But yes, I'm loving the new design. Hori is make of harm. But for those who don't know, Hori made the competition N64 controllers back in the day. The little ones that everyone loved that were like $80.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hated those little ones.
That's who's making that.
Now, don't get me wrong, the controls were fine. I just didn't like the size.
Oh, those little Hori controllers are still worth as much as when they were new. Beat the hell and back used because they were so good.
I remember how small the controllers were, and I kept looking at it going, I don't like it.
And now they've done the opposite. It's like, hey, Switch users with
Whoop.
big hands.
Damn it.
Kill the music. Kill the music. I don't want us to get Oh, we gotta.
We got to talk. Hello? Hello?
You're live on Jack.
Hello? Oh, they hung up.
Oh.
It was a telemarketer.
Oh.
Aw.
And the second you told them you're live on Jack, click.
Yep.
They immediately were like,
I
no.
loaded the wrong picture. Continue on, and I'll be doing it.
But anyway, keep going.
But yeah,
No dead air.
the Hori N64 controllers are like the main competition controllers that you used to buy back in the day, and even
Yeah.
for retro gamers now, they're known for lasting for freaking ever. And to see that they are making controllers for the Switch, and it's like they went the opposite direction.
He's so excited. He's knocking
Instead
shit
of
over.
let's make these small and compact for our little hands to play really good because that center control,
Yeah.
let's make them big and comfy.
Well, if you think about it, it's probably one of the smartest markets they could have done.
Yep.
Because seriously, stop and think. When you were a kid, when you were smaller, playing with the Nintendo 64,
To let you know that we have been granted
Oh, it's a
limited health
pre-recording.
enrollment period for a few weeks.
It was a
and-
pre-recorded.
Anyway, if you think about the Nintendo 64 controller that came out when you were a child,
Yeah.
that thing was
Yeah.
huge. How many of y'all played it while
Well-
holding the middle stick and then the side stick and just kind of
See,
did it
that was the
way?
beauty of the Hori. Is
Yeah.
It was,
Whereas
it
they
was compact and better.
they decided to compact it for people that had smaller hands. Now, by the
Well-
time they came out, I was older and
Yes
it just
and
didn't
no.
fit properly.
Even with my big hands, the Hori still fits better. It's more fitting.
But here's the thing.
Here it is.
Now think about what they're doing with the Switch. The controllers are extremely small,
compared to the system.
compared to the system. So now they're like, you know what? Let's go the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
you might want to make it a little bigger, dude.
Yeah. So this is what we're looking at. I mean, that's really cool. At the fact
is
that they have
nice.
decided to enlarge it.
And then you can just slide it together.
Yeah, and play. I'm totally down for this. I really like the design. It looks like it would be really comfortable to play with. Yeah, I'm totally down, dude.
Give it a good blow up, dude, because there
Yeah.
is a couple little details that I noticed on this that I really like.
Just take up the whole freaking screen.
There you go.
Yeah, just for a second. I mean, for me to get excited over control, one thing is they actually have the D-pad on left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like
and
that.
the regular Switch just has the 4 buttons. If you notice, there is a turbo function.
Huh.
Where's the turbo function?
Is it
Down on the bottom right, you see turbo.
Oh.
nice?
There's something you hadn't seen in some years. Now,
Okay.
I wish I'd looked more into it because I was kind of, running on Benadryl last night. Like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, I need to send this to the. That was kind of how that went. That was the last thing I saw before I went to bed. As I was looking at the photo of all things real close, and I was like, "That's cool. I need to send this to." And that was it.
It's half sent, not exactly. You just got to push the send button and
Actually, it was right there when I woke up this morning. I hit cancel rather than send.
oh my god. I'm trying to think of what else is recently come out. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will be released out early 2020.
Dragon Ball Z cat crap.
yeah, Kakarot. It looked okay. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I do want to talk about. I didn't finish the Final Fantasy VII remake. Character design looks really freaking good. Keep in mind this comes out March 3rd, 2020, and it's going to be a PS4 exclusive.
Boy child.
The voice acting
Ice and
sounded
water.
really
Yeah.
decent. The gameplay is the one everybody's kind of iffy on.
Come on, boy child. Ice and water.
Boy.
Boy child.
No,
Okay, quick wait for y'all to settle this. Do both y'all know how to play rock, paper, scissors? I will
The
say,
kid that's not even mine.
is the better kid.
that's
being nice to
sad.
me.
That's so that's sad.
That's sad.
When we were kids, we competed on races. We never just went, yeah, you're faster. It was always, I'm faster than you. I got the cool new Nikes. The generations have changed. Yeah, the characters design looks really freaking good. The gameplay is the thing that everybody is kind of iffy with when it comes
Yeah.
to Final Fantasy remake. The thing is they match the newer style of Final Fantasy games with the older style of Final Fantasy games, so it's both. You have to build up a certain bar to do magic and things like that. So you have to do a lot of slashing, and then once you fill up this bar, it goes into, I think, what they call tactical mode.
Oh,
Overdrive.
Overdrive, tactical mode, whatever you want to call it.
I
You
like
can-
tactical mode.
Yeah, you can stop. It stops time completely. All characters stop. It freezes the whole area, and you can do potions, magics, or skills, which were the
nice.
original things that you could do. You can switch characters. Poor James is going to the nursing home. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can't get my son to get me some ice water.
Yeah.
That's just a prelude to the future. Don't stick me in a home.
Yep.
But yeah,
Don't worry, we'll all be there together hitting on the pretty nurses.
I'm taking Viagra and rolling as fast as I can down there naked. Be like, my flagpole's out. I want to be senile.
There's a story I need to tell you after the show that I can't tell on here.
But anyway, yeah, that seems to be the only really downside that some people are saying, but that's not it. That's not all that's happening. Final Fantasy VIII
Thank you, new son.
Remastered is also coming out.
There are some points off, dude. We did walk right in front of the camera.
But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is also going to be coming out. The graphics look horrible. So they're doing
Bring
Final Fantasy.
cheesecake.
Wait, bring what?
Hang on. Talking about going to the nursing home? Bring cheesecake.
Hello,
Hello. Hey, Tootie.
hey Tootie. Toot toot. Yeah.
Oh, your brother finally joined in.
Yeah, Final Fantasy looks really, really good. I'm thoroughly excited. The only thing is there, and towards the end of 2019, Final Fantasy VIII is going to be coming out.
Little Tootie.
and the graphics just look horrible. Like
Final
they kind
Fantasy
of
VIII?
Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, I think is the full name.
So
of
it's not getting a full redo like 7.
Yeah, like 7. They're if I'm not mistaken, they're sticking to all the original mechanics. They're
Just
just
woke
changing the
up.
art style a little bit.
Just woke up, dude. It is 3:16.
I know. What are you doing?
Wait,
bro?
is he back in Central Time or is he still in?
He's still in Nevada.
No.
Oh, well, it's
Well,
morning.
it's 2:16.
No, they're a couple hours behind.
I thought Nevada was only 1 hour. And then there was like another line right
when
there.
I
that
would call you when I was in Nevada, what time was it? Because it was usually like 11 o'clock for me, and you'd say it was like midnight.
Yeah, I think Nevada's.
It's 1:16.
Yeah, it's 1:16. So he's on time. He's just on his time, not our time. You're an hour late, bro. So for you, it's 12 o'clock. There, I fixed the problem. But yeah, so Square Enix, everything that they pretty much brought out was some JRPG that's coming out or Final Fantasy related. That was it. I mean, they're really... Well, actually, no, I take that back. There is one title that is coming out, James. I suspect you will be really interested in this one.
Destroy all
Left 4
humans.
Dead 3?
Nope.
Destroy all humans.
Nope.
What?
Avengers.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that. I'm wanting to play it. I'm wanting to play it just because. But I don't like the art style of Tony and Cap.
I didn't either.
They look
Yeah.
like boxes.
Thor didn't look right either.
Yeah, they look like boxes.
Wait, was he not fat anymore?
No, he wasn't.
No, he was fat. He looked like a box. The shoulders on down, he looks like a box.
Looked like SpongeBob Avengers.
Yeah.
The art style looked bad. The characters, the way they sounded, none of the voices match. I think Scarlet or Black Widow was the only one that actually fit the character that looked like, okay, yeah, I could see that voice with this character. Whereas Tony Stark, when he started talking, I went, ew, no, like the face and the voice, nothing alike.
Oof.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm fine with them not looking like the MCU
Yeah,
characters.
that's
I'm
fine
fine
with
with
me.
that.
But at least make the voices
But
match.
the voices to me didn't match the male characters, particularly the alpha male characters. Look like boxes, like they need to be on a treadmill a few times a week.
Something. They,
Like seriously,
they need to get on Weight Watchers or drink some protein.
They
or
look
something.
fat. I mean, they look out of shape.
Hulk looked awkward.
Hulk
Just-
was actually the only one that looked right, but he still didn't look right.
Yeah, it didn't.
He
fit,
looked right,
which-
but he still didn't look right.
No,
Yeah.
it's like they went with ultra realism in
well-
the face and then cartoony on the body.
Well, like compared to the other male Avengers that they stuck in the game, he looked normal, but it still wasn't great. Let's put it that way. Does that make sense?
I did find another good retro Superman game. Remember I said Superman, the arcade game, was the only
Yeah.
good Superman?
Yeah.
There's one for the SNES called The Death and Return of Superman. It's a side-scroller beat 'em up, but it's actually really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there.
just
That's my quest to find decent
it's-
Superman games.
it's a rando fact.
So
of the day.
after all these years, how about Destroy All Humans?
I am thoroughly
We talked about that
excited.
a little bit last week.
Yeah,
Is
we
there more
kinda-
information?
no real new information.
But
Just
they
saw the
dropped that trailer.
But they dropped that trailer, and it has the that Rammstein heavy metal going on, and I'm going, yeah. It thoroughly pumped me up. It thoroughly pumped me up. What?
I got Captain Marvel last night. Tried to watch it 3 times and got 3 good naps.
Yes. Yes. Captain Marvel is, when it comes movie wise,
You know, the way I'm popping Benadryl this weekend with all the allergies and shit, that'd be a good nighttime movie.
Oh, check out this. What do you think about this cool June weather in Mississippi?
God,
It's
hot.
mild. No, it's mild.
This is mild, dude.
I know
This is-
it's still
I turned the
hot.
air conditioner on like 20 minutes before you guys got here. Usually, I would have had to turn it on like in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because we rarely come in here unless we're recording or I'm working out.
Well, it was very nice of Mississippi to be bipolar.
I
Again
mean,
and
it's
give us
88
winter.
degrees. It's 88
88
degrees.
almost mid-June.
Do you remember June 2006?
No, because I was probably
Vaguely.
boiling
It
on
was
the
like
sidewalk.
110 degrees.
I remember I was working at Walmart.
Oh, really?
I had to push carts.
Ooh.
I remember that now.
Right now in 2006 was when I was working with the construction company.
Yeah. When
That was hell.
when you were doing the traveling construction work.
and
Oh.
went down to Florida for that week and had a couple little heat strokes. Came back, had some more heat strokes.
Doc, I
Then they
can't
let me go.
breathe.
At least you didn't get attacked by a Florida man.
No, they were there.
Florida man.
No, I'm
Florida
pretty sure.
man
I'm pretty sure he
does
was around the
whatever a
corner.
Florida man can.
I'm pretty sure he was there. I farted and he
Grab
ran.
an axe, swing at his wife, fights the cops, throw in ice. Look out! Here comes the Florida man. Florida man.
Yes, Donut, you can use that. But
I'll do a master recording.
just send it to Donut.
Yeah.
Be like,
Donut.
yeah, that's pretty much it for E3. There's only one more, two stories that I want to hit on before we walk out. First off, Xbox Project Scarlet was giving us some idea of a
Scarlet, as in red, so it's going to come with the red ring of death already.
it's going to be built in. No, they're actually teaming up with AMD,
Okay. Well,
and they're trying to get rid of loading screens.
You got to be fast. It's
Yeah,
completely unlimited loading screen.
you can tell they're definitely hitting on the idea of streaming only.
I have a M.2 drive on my computer with 16 gig of RAM, and a 6-core processor.
And I bet loading's like,
And even on it, it's like you briefly see the screen. It's like click. Hey,
like-
look, there's the loading
it's like
screen.
it's
Yeah.
loading up. It's done.
My computer is just
Okay.
a few, less like two components.
A
from
game
being
that
as-
most everyone can relate to and has played is Skyrim.
Yeah.
And you always remember seeing the loading screen. It shows the little emblem. You
It's
can
got
throw
the
it
fog in the
around.
background.
Mine,
See-
you never see the item. It's like you see the fog and then boop.
It's like,
How
ooh,
is
what's
that
this
on
going to be? That's
emulating?
gone.
How is that? Have you tried emulating with it being that fast on some of the higher end?
Oh, it runs. It runs. It's like, hey.
I need to get an M.2.
The problem is it was too fast.
Really?
It would glitch out the emulator. So I had to move them to a regular hard drive.
To a mechanical drive.
Just where they're slow enough.
Florida man.
Florida
I am
man.
probably gonna let's just try to shoehorn in a Florida man segment every week or so. If
We'll
something
make
comes down
that
the
like
pipe.
a side theme.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
the
even
Florida man
I'll even
story
make an
of the
intro.
week.
I'll even make an intro for
No,
it.
we need to go to
Florida
what is that website? It's Florida Man this day kind of thing. Like you can literally type in the current date and type in Florida Man, and you'll get all the stories. And we need to pick the best one of that date.
Okay. All right.
So that's what we'll do. Is whatever Friday is going to be. I'll let you handle that one. That seems more up your alley. Find us the best Florida Man stories.
Yeah, that
for
is your
that
mission.
particular day in the years, over the years that we've had Florida Man. So definitely want to check that out. We'll have to start doing that just for funsies.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Xbox Project Scarlet is coming out holiday 2020, and they are teaming up with AMD.
Okay.
Like I said, they're
Yeah.
trying to get rid of loading screens altogether. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I have to admit they kind of won me over with one single aspect: is the original Xbox. What game was released with the
Dead or
ori-
Alive?
No. It was Halo.
Halo? I thought Dead or Alive was released with it.
No, it was Halo that was actually released.
I
with
just
it.
remember Dead or Alive because the perfect jiggle physics.
Anyway, well, Halo Infinite has been announced. It's gonna come. It's gonna come out with the Xbox. I have to admit, the trailer looked really good.
Okay.
I'm not a big Halo fan, but even I was like, I would play that. Okay. Definitely something you may want to keep your eyes out. Like I said, it'll be holiday 2020.
pop 'em out.
Well,
So-
you ain't kidding. Just type in the present date and hit search of Florida Man in there and it throws something up.
What do we got?
What's today's
Give me
day?
a couple of them. Today's the 14th. I think I just covered the 14th.
Florida man who punched woman in face twice and bit her neck was angry about jokes she played on him, police said.
Wow. That's really escalating things.
really fast. It's like
It's like I poke you
It's
in
like-
the ribs, you punch me as retaliation.
go
It's
into
like
the-
I put hot sauce in your
Are we going to
Coca-Cola.
go into the details on these, or are we going to keep them beautiful and vague like this?
Just
Or
keep
we
them
can
beautifully and
or we
vague.
can-
Maybe we should go into a little detail.
Go into small detail if you can read.
Yeah, I mean, they're usually short stories anyway. You know why Florida...
Apparently, she played a prank on one of them, and then he's accused of assaulting her before his brother threatened to kill her with a gun.
What
oh
is
my God. What
What
kind
is
of
the...
One of the brothers became angry at the woman over
What
the
was the
prank,
prank?
resulting in a
Yeah,
physical
right?
altercation. Yada yada yada.
Is it legal to be stoned in your state, Tootie?
I'm pretty sure it is.
And of
Okay.
course, that classic line, "I'm going to kill you,"
I'm going to.
was
kill you.
used.
Okay, so boys, cover your ears. Plug in your ears. Like seriously, put your fingers in your ear holes. Okay,
I don't believe him.
get them
but I-
early in your ear hole.
I don't believe
Okay.
him, but anyway.
Okay.
Whisper
Florida-
in the mic.
Florida man shoots wife with a gun during foreplay.
I heard about that.
Are
one.
you
guess she
serious?
just
That
want-
was a real story?
That was real.
That was a real
I think
story.
she just wanted a little more bang. Choking was a little too late.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about.
of these mics is we can whisper,
We can whisper right here, and they can't see it.
Do you hear the sounds?
They can't hear it.
The voices,
I know, right?
the drums.
The drum. Do-do-do-do,
They're
do-do.
beating in
But
your
anyway,
ear.
no.
Anyway,
Choking was
I'm
just-
sorry, headphone users.
choking was just a little too tame for her, I guess. She died tragically, but
Oh man! Now you just made it. We were making
Yeah,
fun of
we're-
her, and
She
And
and
then
went-
he had to point in
Yeah.
the fact that she didn't make it.
now
I
I
mean-
just
It's like,
feel
well, that
bad.
just ruined it.
he just really shot his load, didn't he?
Oh no! Not cool. Not cool.
Give me
Anyway,
another slice of that cheese flavored cardboard.
okay. We're gonna talk about the
Not
last
sponsored
story.
by Little Caesars.
Not sponsored. Yeah. Let's. No.
Okay, all clear.
You're good. Let's talk about the last story. So everybody will.
Link's Awakening?
No,
Aw.
I'm not talking about that because it just doesn't look
Give me
good.
that. Give me that.
Dude, it looks freaking awesome.
What the?
One of the first Game Boy Zelda is getting a full HD remake.
It just didn't. I hated the art style. It bothered me. That's the
Really?
thing. That's the
Yeah.
thing with Legend of Zelda games that bother me when I see that crappy art
We got any more
style
pizza?
being shown. Yeah.
Can he have a slice?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. By the way, I meant to bring your remote back. It doesn't work. Mm-mm. It does not, sir. And I meant to bring it back, and I was running out the door, and I completely forgot. So
Are you
please
sure it's
remind
the
me.
remote that's broke? Or
I'm
your
not sure if
system?
it's the remote anymore. I'm not
You
sure
might
if
not
it's
have a good
remotes.
data cable. You need a data
I don't
cable.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But anyway, I'll bring it back to you next Friday. I just ran out the door this week. Anyway, let's talk about the last story, and then we're going to cut it for today. Like I said, there's just not a lot going on. E3 was kind of meh. So there's a story going around that really caught my attention was why Sony did not show up at E3 this year.
Because they knew they could do better for cheaper.
Here's the thing. They were there, but they weren't there.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
I missed what you said. I was reading.
why Sony didn't show up at E3
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, if you stop and think about it, that is by far one of the best times in the world for them to hit up the market, throw out the new games and
Yeah.
things like that. But somebody pointed out, and forgive me, I can't remember the YouTuber's name. It eludes me at this moment. They actually pointed out a fact that really caught my attention was the fact that they didn't have to be there. I mean, they didn't have a new console getting ready to come out. We already know when it's coming out. They've already announced it's going to be in 2020. So they have nothing to show. Okay. Not that big of a deal. But every single game
Yes, that is.
that they're planning on releasing is already being advertised there, and the PlayStation symbol is on it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to be there.
Yeah, they didn't have to have a
They
booth.
didn't have to spend the thousands of dollars getting a booth, decorating it, and the whole 9 yards.
Thousands? I can only imagine how much these guys put out for them booths.
I don't know, but I saw the Luigi Mansion 3 booth, and the entire time I was just trying to count up the money, and I think I left somewhere off at like 300,000.
Easy.
Jeez.
I mean, like they had.
And you know what? These cons, they charge so much for their booth, and then it's all run by volunteers. Like, what the crap? That's like the biggest ripoff ever.
You game cheating on me? He said, I'm in Vegas. No, the thing is that Sony didn't have to bother to spend all that money to get you to buy their games. I mean, they had a sale that went on this
Duty
week.
wants to go to Vegas, and your brother wants to get the hell back out of Vegas.
That's the thing with Vegas. I'll be 100% real with you because I have been there. Vegas is a lot of fun for about a week. And then after that, you've done
you
all
have
the
money.
things, and that,
If you have money.
yeah, you definitely want to bring money with you, right? Because the only thing to do there is gamble, shop, and drink, and all of it involves chunks and chunks of money.
Sightsee outside the city.
I mean, once you go down the strip, you've seen it all.
Who say anything about the Strip, dude? Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam.
A big hole in the wall, a big wall holding water from getting in that hole.
I mean, just not.
These are the dam controls. These are the dam gauges.
How have you
These
been
are the
in
damn
Vegas all
walls.
this time and you hadn't
How
gambled?
about some damn
any?
bait?
How has he been in Vegas this whole time and he hadn't dropped a coin?
How, bro? Take
munchers.
$50. Go,
Nom, nom, nom. Eat the booty like groceries.
go to a roulette table, and drop it on black and see what happens. Just let me know. Let me know how that goes for you. And if you win, send me some money. I need a new controller.
Well, I keep trying to tell Tubby Boy to bring me his copy of Red Dead because I've actually got PlayStation Plus and can play it online.
And I don't have a controller. Even though Ben tried to help me correct that.
Well, Fluke said he was going to send you his old one.
Oh, fun. But yeah, Sony didn't have to bother to be there at E3 this year. I mean, every single game that they would have shown in the first freaking place was already announced. Every single one.
Wait, his dad lives in Vegas but doesn't like gambling.
Yeah. He's there for the job.
Yeah. But anyway, if you have a proper data cable,
Mm-hmm.
you just plug your controller in and it'll propagate.
Yeah.
I don't know,
connect to it.
but the controller
I know
kept
it
trying
will.
to go left again, kind of like mine did.
Is it one of these heavy cables like this or a little thin cable?
I think it was a thin cable.
Okay, there's
All
a
right,
problem.
that's just a charging cable. It only has 2 wires. You need the 4-wire data
this.
transfer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was the only wire I've got right now. Okay,
Yeah.
so don't judge me.
Jamie, take a data cable when you go take him home.
I don't have a data cable.
Well, you suck.
I can't win for losing, can I? But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all the stories for E3. E3 was just meh.
I want
This
to play Blair Witch.
Is that what you're looking
That's
forward
what
to?
I want to play. Especially if it's a PC game, I'm in it.
Yeah.
I got a PC game machine right here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good horror game. How about you? What's the game that for you this year?
Dude, Mario Maker 2, definitely.
That's all he's worried about.
Yeah, that's all he cares about.
Now
I
that
am
I've
going to
actually
give
seen
the
people-
Avengers game a try.
Now that I've seen people playing Mario Maker 2,
Yeah.
I want it even more.
The one game that I got most excited about is the same one I'm most disappointed about, and that's Watch Dogs Legion. If the guy wouldn't
Sorry to
have
hear that,
opened
dude.
his flipping mouth, I'd have been all over this game. It's definitely up my alley. You're running a resistance. You're fighting the good fight, supposedly, and then you find out it's not what you thought it was. Instead, it's just a way. By the way, there's a line that they did when they were showing off the game. He said, yeah, as you can see outside of Scotland Yard, it's just full of propaganda. And the first thing popped in my mind, I was like, yeah, and your video game. But, I mean, it's definitely an idea for future gaming. Being
Yeah.
able to play any NPC in the game, period. Like, literally, you can find cops on the street and be like, yep, he's going to be on my team. Oh, I found little old granny over here feeding birds. That's going to be on my team. This chick over here is going to be on my team. This guy with a wacky haircut and a beard, yep, he's going to be on my team. I mean, you could literally do that, and you just have to do little side missions to get them on your team,
Wait.
and that's it.
There's who I need. That looks like a crackhead. You're my new berserker.
Yep, basically, it's like, I'm sending you in to fight.
Go in
I
and
mean,
act crazy.
don't ever underestimate the old hobo meth head superpowers.
Never underestimate those powers.
Kyle's in the game? Question mark.
I played the very first Watch Dogs game, and I love this factoid that they had in there, and I actually found it
All right, who
myself.
did it?
You can find Bruce Wayne. Yeah. You can find Batman in the game.
Huh.
He's not Batman. His literal tag is Bruce Wayne, and it says occupation unknown. I absolutely love that. It was
Sweet.
by far one of the best little Easter eggs you can find. He was just sitting on a park bench outside of a coffee shop, drinking a cup of coffee, minding his own business, and I was just going down the line.
like drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah, just kind
I
of
hear you
sitting
talk
there.
to fish.
And the thing is, he was in a bad neighborhood, and I'm like, he's got the suit somewhere. He's just waiting for something to go wrong, and he's gonna pop into the bat suit and kick somebody's ass. It was by far one of the coolest little Easter eggs that they kind of threw into a game. And the fact that I went down the line, I was looking for somebody. It was a mission. I think it was a mission. I was looking for somebody to start the mission. It was a particular character you had to find in that district. And there he was, just sitting on a park bench. I saw Bruce Wayne, and I moved on. I went, wait a minute. Did that say Bruce Wayne? And I went back and checked on him, and it was Bruce Wayne. It says occupation unknown. He was like 32. I was like, oh my God,
That's
it's
a
Bruce
good
Wayne.
age.
So yeah,
That's a good age.
I
to
like
be
the
a
fact
crime
that
fighter.
Watch Dogs or Ubisoft will actually throw in little Easter eggs like that. And now they're doing something that could develop into a new whole genre of gaming.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that they opened their freaking mouths. If they'd have not done that, I'd have been all good for it. I mean, I wouldn't have even known and just played the game and had a good old time, and they had to make something out of nothing, apparently. Anyway, that's the show for us. Sorry about not doing the intro today, but as,
We can still do the outro.
We can do the
yeah,
outro.
we're definitely going to do the outro. So thank you, everybody. My name is Kyle the Irishman Morrow.
Alex Fatman Gregory.
James Papa Fuzzy Leach.
And and together we are JAK. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday. And please don't forget to
Like.
Share.
subscribe. We'll see you guys next Friday. Please don't forget to
Like, share, subscribe.
go to our Twitters. If you can pull up our Twitters. There you go. And as well as you can go check out our main Twitter. That's where we do all the announcements. Announcement. I'm having fun not
don't have
talking today.
announcements.
Some host I am. I can't speak English. And
That's messed up.
please don't forget to go check out our Patreon, or you can go check out the
Yeah, I know our Patreon's kind of a little inactive. I don't have a bunch of fancy stuff on it like other Patreon pages do. But I mean, there's not much we can do. We don't really have T-shirts yet.
well, you can go check out the BAKF. Yeah, so definitely go subscribe to our Patreon, or go donate at our Patreon for the BAKF. That's the Broke Ass Kyle Fund. He definitely needs some money. Happy birthday, Tommy. We appreciate you guys, and we will see y'all next Friday. Hopefully somewhere around 1-ish and not 2-ish like we did today.
At least we're on the right day.
Holy crap, we did something right today.
Yeah.
He's sleepy, he's grumpy, and I think I'm here. Bye.
Fat, dumb, and old. Deuces.
Like J. Cole, it's my first time. God damn, man, she's so fine. She got a body and a sharp mind. Not a 9, she a straight dime. Short skirt and some hot socks.
The drums are beating.
Ickville.
Man.
All right, should I play the
Yeah,
outro music?
the outro music.
Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, shit. There we go.
It's just gonna have
Yeah. We're just getting started. I know that you want it.
James kind of messed up the outro, so hashtag blame James. Put that in the comments.
Always blame James.
Let's go. Nah, we ain't never gonna slow down. All the girls looking hot like a hoe down. Everybody going off in my hometown, ready for a showdown. Keep it on the low now. We about to pop off like a bottle. Everybody knows that we're going full throttle. Drinking alcohol, yeah, straight from the nozzle. End of the night, end up horizontal.
They know they want something more. They know they want something more. They've never heard us before. They've never heard us before. A sound that's hard to ignore. A sound that's hard to ignore. It's time to even the score. Everybody like we hate. Everybody like we hate. Rock and roll and the lady and roll and the lady. Getting hella crazy. Getting hella crazy. Everybody like we hate. Everybody like we I know that you want it, you know that I got it. So let's get up on it, I'm ready to go. When the place is knocking, I don't plan on stopping. Baby, keep on rocking, put on a show.
Let's go. Yeah, we going off on a Tuesday. Gotta go all out to the new day. Turn it up so loud, what you say? Got the whole place filled
sound that's hard to ignore, a sound that's hard to ignore. It's time to even the score. Everybody like we hate, everybody like we hate. Rock and roll and the late, rock and roll and the late. Getting hella crazy, getting hella crazy. We gon' party like we hate, party like that. I get crazy.